You guys will not believe what I just read. Now, if you've been listening to my videos long enough, you would hear me normally say that I believe there should be an all-female army. And I said that because of the feminist movement, women believing that they're equal to men. We have Meghan McCain and Tommy Lauren and Megyn Kelly, and all these females out here who like to act as if they're equal to men. They don't need men. Men are expendable. All that nonsense. So I used to always say we should have an all-female army, because since these women are so tough and they're equal to men, let them do what men do. Anyway, I guess Judge Gray H. Miller has been watching. Judge, are you subscribed to my channel? Say something in the comment section. Now, it says here he didn't rule for an all-female army, but what this article says is that the judge rules that drafting only men for the military is unconstitutional. No, I'm not going to read everything. I'm just going to pick out the important points. Here goes. A military draft that applies only to men is unconstitutional. A federal judge in Houston has ruled, saying that excluding women is no longer justified because they can now serve in combat roles just as men do. Let's continue. Judge Gray H. Miller of Federal District Court in the Southern District of Texas took note of the Supreme Court's 1981 ruling that the exclusion of women from the draft was fully justified because women then were not allowed to serve in combat. But the Pentagon abolished those restrictions in 2015, opening the way for women to serve in any military role for which they could qualify. While historical restrictions on women in the military may have justified past discrimination, men and women are now similarly situated for purposes of a draft or registration for a draft, Judge Miller expressed. The ruling came in a case brought by the National Coalition for Men, a men's rights group, which urged that drafting men exclusively violates the 14th Amendment's Equal Protection Clause. It gets better. Hold on. David R. Siegel, the founding director of the Center for Research on Military Organization at the University of Maryland, said he supports retaining draft registration and that as a matter of equality, let me repeat, and that as a matter of equality, both men and women should be part of it. Now, I repeated that statement as a matter of equality 3 times because we've been hearing about equality out of the lips of these feminists and the females who support these feminists. You wanted equality? Your wish has been granted. Okay. It says here, the men's rights group that brought the suit welcomed the ruling. We think it's about time, since women are allowed in combat, Mark E. Angelucci, a lawyer for the National Coalition for Men, said, if we have draft registration, both sexes should have to register. There is no more excuse to require only men to register. You guys can go check out the article. I I don't think I'm going to leave a link in the description box because I'm reading straight from my phone. But you could go look for it. It's in the New York Times. The title is Drafting Only Men for the Military is Unconstitutional. Judge rules. That's the title of the article. So, women, you've been asking for it. Now you've gotten it. Now, to be fair, there are some females out here who know that men and women are not equal. And it's a few. It's a few females, not a lot. But the majority of women I see or hear out here, they think or they're buying into this thing that men and women are equal, and we're not. So now you have... My mother has always told me that life and death is in the power of the tongue. So now you've been calling for this equality. You've been marching. Now here it is. You're getting your equality. But look at what's going to happen now. Because most women don't know what they want, right? They're going to realize how serious it is. Then you're going to have women marching now, campaigning against a draft for females. It's going to happen. Don't be surprised if you have women now retracting and saying, hey, men and women are not equal. They're probably going to apologize and all that type of nonsense. Trying to take back what they say. Just because they don't want to go into a war. But you see, we have women out here talking all that tough talk. Hillary Clinton, all these females, they're not going into any wars. Men, you are the one going into the wars. You are the one who are getting shot, dying, coming back with one limb, one leg, one arm, one whatever. Then when you come back here, they exercise feminism on you. You fought for their freedom. You fought for them to have the freedom to express and practice feminism, but then they exercise it on you. That's why I keep telling you guys, you need to push back on a lot of these things. Stop sitting around acting as if you can do nothing. You can do something. Don't let them shame you into shutting up. Women are not powerful. I'm not saying we should degrade them. I'm not saying we should mistreat them. But we have roles in society. Everybody cannot be a king. Everybody cannot be a queen. Everybody cannot be a CEO. It doesn't work like that. Men and women are not equal. We're just not. We cannot let these delusional females try to control the narrative, because they're going to lead us over a cliff. Anyway, that's it for me. I'll see you guys some other time.